Good day everyone, my name is Carlo Lorania and my topic is all about Hazardous Waste Directive and Legislation RA 6969, Toxic Substances and Nuclear Waste Control Act of 1990. The Hazardous Waste Directive legislation refers to law and regulation that govern the management, treatment, and disposal of hazardous waste to protect human health and the environment. So, what is RA 6969? Toxic Substance and Nuclear Waste Control Act of 1990. Republic Act 6969 is a Philippine law that regulates the information, manufacture, distribution, use, and disposal of chemical substances and hazardous or nuclear waste. This law aims to control the prevent pollution by toxic chemicals and hazardous waste. Here's the brief overview about this law, the aspects, and the RA 6969 Philippines. Aspect, scope, regulatory body, provision, penalties, and the RA 6969 Philippines Toxic Hazardous and Nuclear Waste, DENR, EMB, bans hazardous waste imports, sets penalties, requires proper handling, fines, and imprisonment. According to Philippine Partnership Program or PEPP, any person who will isolate this section will have penalty of imprisonment of 6 months and 1 day, and the fine ranging from 600 pesos to 4,000 pesos. And if the offender is foreigner, he or she shall be deported and banned any subsequent entry into our country after serving his or her sentence. As I said earlier, the Hazardous Waste Directive and legislation aims to protect human health and the environment from dangers of hazardous waste by ensuring proper handling, treatment, and disposal, and their objectives include: Number 1. Waste minimization, to reduce the production of hazardous waste. Industries are encouraged to adopt cleaner production methods, recycling, and sustainable alternatives to reduce hazardous waste generation. This reduces disposal costs and environment impact. Number 2. Safe handling and disposal, to implement strict guidelines for storage, transport, and disposal. Strict protocols ensure hazardous waste is stored, transported, and disposed of properly, preventing leaks, spill, and exposure. Special facilities and designated for toxic waste treatment to avoid contamination. Number 3. Pollution prevention, to prevent contamination of air, water, and soil. The proper hazardous waste management prevents toxins from entering the air, water, and soil, reducing the risk of health problems and ecosystem destruction. Number 4. Producer responsibility, to hold industries accountable of waste management. Companies generating hazardous waste must comply with regulation, submit waste management plans, and ensure waste treated and disposed of responsibly. Violator face penalties. Number 5. Public and environment safety, to ensure compliance and safety standards to protect communities. Ensuring compliance with safety protocols protect communities from hazardous exposed prevents disasters and chemical spills, and promotes healthier environment. And for RA 6969, their objectives includes: number 1, regulate and control, monitor toxic chemical and hazardous waste. RA 6969 mandates the strict monitoring of toxic substances and hazardous waste, requiring industries to secure permits and comply with government regulations. It ensures proper labeling, transport, and disposal to prevent environment harm. Number 2, prevent and mitigate risks, protect human health and the environment. The law aims to minimize exposure to harmful chemicals by implementing strict handling protocols. This reduces health hazards such as poisoning, contamination, and long-term environmental degradation. Number 3, promote safe practices, implement waste management protocols. It enforces guidelines and industries to adopt eco-friendly waste management, including waste segregation, recycling, and proper storage, reducing the risk of spills and leaks. Number 4, hold violators accountable, enforce penalties for illegal disposal and mishandling. RA 6969 imposed penalties includes fines and imprisonment for illegal dumping, smuggling, or mishandling of hazardous waste. This discourages business from engaging in environmentally harmful activities. Number 5, align with international standards, comply with global environment agreements. The law follows global agreements such as Basel Convention, which regulates the dense boundary management of hazardous waste. This helps the environment manage toxic waste in compliance with international environmental policies. My example in real life in Payatas Dam site tragedy in year 2000. On July 10, 2000, a massive landslide of garbage occurred at the Payatas Dam site in Quezon City, Philippines. After several days of heavy monsoon rains, the unstable mountain waste collapsed, burying an estimated 300 people under the tons of garbage, while hundreds more were injured or went missing. Many of the victims were informal settlers who lived in makeshift houses at the base of the dam site and worked as scavengers, collecting recyclables to earn a living. Cause of tragedy. Number 1, unstable waste pile. The land pile grown too large and structurally weak, making it prone to collapse. Number 2, heavy rainfall. Torrential monsoon rains triggered the landslide. Number 3, methane gas explosion, possible factor. Some reports suggested that trapped methane gas, a byproduct of decomposing waste, might have ignited and contributed to the collapse. Number 4, poor living conditions. Thousands of informal settlers live around the dam site, scavengers for recyclable materials, making them highly vulnerable to such disaster. And these are effects of the tragedy. Number 1, death and displacement. Over 300 people dead, while thousands of families lost their homes and were forced to relocate. Number 2, health issues. Survivors and rescue workers were exposed to toxic waste, leading to respiratory problems, skin disease, and infections. Number 3, loss of livelihood. Many survivors relied on scavenging, and the disaster worsened poverty for those affected. Number 4, soil and water contamination. Toxic chemicals from the decomposed waste seeped into nearby soil and water sources, affecting local communities. Number 5, air pollution. Decomposing garbage emitted methane gas, which could have contributed to fires and explosions in the area. In the 2000, Payatas disaster remains a symbol of urban poverty, poor waste management, and government inaction. It served as a wake-up call for improved landfill policies and urban planning. Directive in RA 6969 play a vital role in ensuring the safe management of hazardous waste to protect both human health and environmental. The Payatas Dam site tragedy served as a tragic reminder of the consequences of poor waste management and the urgent need for strict enforcement and environmental laws through proper regulation, pollution prevention, and accountability for violators. RA 6969 help minimize environmental risks and promote safer waste disposal practices by continuously improving policies and aligning with international standards. The Philippines can prevent future disaster and ensure a cleaner and more sustainable future for all.